Teaching is the greatest joy in life. As we often say in Chinese proverbs, indeed, talented people from all over the world, and to guide them, this is the happiest thing in life. So you see, his spiritual life is so rich. As long as material needs are met, that's enough. So we understand this meaning. In the current living environment, we restore. We wear clothes that keep us warm. Every day, we eat our fill. Having a small house to shelter from the wind and rain is enough. That's enough. What more do you need? If you have more demands, you're just looking for trouble. Many people like to live in big houses. I've seen many in the United States, and I've seen a few in Australia too. Classmates invite me to their homes for a meal and to have a look. The house is very large. A large courtyard. Upon closer inspection, it's quite pitiful. He has to be a servant to the house. Every day he has to go to work. Already exhausted, he still has to tidy up when he gets back. This home, inside. In foreign countries, it's mostly carpeted and needs vacuuming. Outside in the yard, the grass needs cutting. Need to water the plants? There's no time. The bigger the yard, the more tiring it is. People are also afraid of spending money hiring someone abroad. Is charged by the hour. In America, hiring workers is cheapest. Hiring foreign labor costs $5 an hour. If you want to hire them for 6 hours, that's $30 at the cheapest rate. The average ordinary worker costs about $10 an hour. If you hire them for 6 hours, that's $60. People hesitate to hire workers and do it themselves. So when I see some people, I don't say much. It's really just asking for trouble. What's better than our small house? That's why I prefer living in a one-room place. Overall, it's very convenient for me. When I go out, I just lock the door and there's no problem, no matter how many days I'm away. I only need one bedroom. The rest is too much hassle. Shakyamuni Buddha was even more remarkable. He didn't even need a bedroom. A hero under the tree. He truly achieved great freedom. We can't compare to him. So these are things we repeatedly see. Worshipping sentient beings suffering without offerings. This is repeatedly seen with our eyes. Truly real. Buddha's vision is a performance for us to see. So realization is that when you think of it, it's all real. So this is an addition, just a bit of meaning. The next line is diligently cultivating good roots as offerings. You see, this all counts as offerings. It's all about helping some sentient beings. Let them hear, let them see, to have some realization. To be able to move people can lead to enlightenment. It requires some realization. He then accepts the offering. He understood. He knows what to do, which is to accept the offering. The purpose of the Buddha practicing offerings is achieved. The right. Buddha checks scriptures. Arouse good roots. No greed, no anger, no ignorance. All virtuous actions of all events stem from these three deep roots. Conversely, greed, anger, ignorance are the roots of all worldly things and laws. They're called three poisons. The virus we talk about today, the most severe virus, all toxins started in both Mahayana and Theravada teachings, in all sutras and treatises. The Buddha repeatedly advises us we should cultivate precepts, concentration, wisdom, and end the desire to explore the city. Using precepts, focus wisdom. It greed, anger, ignorance. Everyone, if you grasp this meaning, you will suddenly realize, what did the Buddha teach when he appeared in the world? He taught about precepts, concentration, and wisdom. Now, the Buddhist scriptures, we organize them, are summarized into three categories, called the Tripitaka. Tripitaka, Sutra, Vinaya, Abhidharma. The Golden Tent. Lecture Hall will discuss the Vinaya, precepts, and treatises. All Buddhas and Tathagatas appear in the world for no other reason than to teach precepts, concentration, and wisdom. Why do we have appraisal meetings? Because sentient beings have greed, anger, and ignorance. These three remedies of precepts, concentration, and wisdom fight greed, anger, and ignorance. Understanding this principle, only then can you understand the Buddha's teachings. What is the Buddha's teaching? You will become very clear about it. Intro. The concepts are profound. The four phenomena are very intricate. A big field of study. But it has a framework, it has principles. Its principle is encapsulated in these 8 words. Sit and lie down. Do not sit. The mountains do not stop. What is the standard of good and evil? We must be clear about it. Anything that is self-serving, selfishness. Anything that benefits sentient beings is good. In China, there is a saying, If a person does not act, nature will destroy them. Buddhism teaches us not to act for ourselves. Doesn't this seem to conflict with the Chinese perspective? It's unsuitable. So, which one is right? Buddha's right. In what way? Buddha explained to us. The origin of the 6 realms. Today, unfortunately, we have fallen into the 6 realms. For countless eons, we've been trapped in the cycle of the 6 realms. Is there no way to resolve this? Buddha explained how the 6 realms are formed. It's the thought of selfishness and self-interest that manifests. Buddhism teaches us to cut off the thought of selfishness and self-interest. Let go of selfish and self-interested actions. Then you will transcend the 6 realms. This is the true meaning. Buddha is right. The worldly perspective. The Chinese say, if a person does not act for themselves, heaven and earth will destroy them. Foreigners place great importance on privacy rights. Foreign laws on privacy rights. What are privacy rights? They are rights to selfishness and self-interest. You stay in the 6 realms. Why? Because the law ensures you remain within the cycle of the 6 realms. It doesn't allow you to leave, does it? Can you still escape the cycle of the 6 realms? When discussing the 6 realms abroad, Buddha has already explained. You decide to spend a longer time in the 3 evil paths. Your time on the 3 good paths is shorter, especially in the human realm. Within the 6 realms, the 3 evil paths are like home. The 3 good paths are like going out for sightseeing and tourism. This time our sightseeing and tourism have been quite good. We've encountered Buddhism and need to understand this matter clearly. So, truly understand and make it clear. You will know what is beneficial and what is harmful. Decide to abandon greed, anger, and ignorance. Decide to give up fame and profit, the 5 desires, and 6 dusts. The 5 desires arise: wealth, lust, fame, food, and sleep. If it is, Buddha said, these 5 desires of wealth, lust, fame, food, and sleep are the 5 roots of hell. Why is it said that hell is the hometown? Think about it. These 5 things. Who doesn't covet them? Who doesn't want to obtain them? Once you covet and desire to obtain them, you fall into hell. Buddha earnestly advises us in the scriptures. The 10 good deeds are the future. Food is an enemy. Think about, how will we indeed get along with this enemy? Very intimately. And as for true goodness, we are very distant from it, not very interested. This is where we got it backwards. People can. Principle, food should be pure and good. This person, in every lifetime, can achieve good in the human and heavenly realms. Once human and heavenly world. If one stays away from realization, pure 15, then one is bound to be born in the three realms. That's why Buddha advises us to diligently cultivate good roots. All Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and great masters set an example for us. They do not engage in evil actions, none. Killing, theft, sex acts, false speech, divisive speech, harsh words, greed, anger, ignorance. Not only don't they engage in these actions, they don't have such thoughts. This is called cutting off desires. In their daily life, in their interactions with others, they demonstrate. They don't kill, they value all living beings. Not only do they not steal, they are joyful. They avoid sexual misconduct. Very courteous. They show it to see. Every word is true, never forgotten. Wherever they are, they always hope everyone can get along harmoniously, never stirring up trouble. Stirring up trouble is a thought. So, all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, if you carefully observe their lives, their actions are all good. Truly, they do not violate any precepts. So this is diligently cultivating good roots. Cultivate and add diligence to it. Diligently put it into practice. We think about the great deeds of all Buddhas and Tathagatas. They have already broken through delusions and distinctions, so why still diligently cultivate good roots? Their foundational virtues are complete. Finally, they are perfected. They come to this world to transform. Performing this whole set for us to see. Just teaching with words is not enough for us. Some people may not believe he truly achieved it. He was completely able to do what he said. When we hear and see it, we realize it's real. He advises us to give and make offerings, yet he himself doesn't take a single thing. That's an issue. That's not reliable. He advises us to give, but he doesn't either. He doesn't do more than us, but more thoroughly, and we have nothing to say about it. I studied in Taichung in the past. Teacher Li often advised everyone during his lectures and teachings. Giving an offering. Wang Ji made a vow. This often teaches us. What does it lead us to do? At that time, his treatment was quite good. Itself. He was the chief secretary of Mr. Kong Dejing's sacrificial office. That official rank was just one level. That position was high and the pay was generous. He was also a professor at Central University, Professor China Conservatory of Music. He had income from everywhere. He managed the Taichung United Society's Time Library. When the Time Library was founded, he was the chairman and the director. Lin Yu often made offerings to him. Offering to the teacher. He donated all this money. Lived the simplest life. When I was with him. In the 1950s of the Republic of China, life was very tough, with daily living expenses of $2. At that time, the Taiwanese currency compared to the US dollar, the exchange rate was 40 to 1. One US dollar was 40 Taiwanese dollars. His daily living expenses were $2. A month's living expenses, now less than 2 US dollars, less than 2 US dollars. We students and fellow members saw him and couldn't help but respect him. Can't compare to others, right? Others talked about it, but he actually did it. So, naturally, the students admired him. They believed his words, learned from him. If you can say it but can't do it yourself, and expect others to do it, that doesn't make sense. As the Buddhist scriptures say, there's no such thing. You must do it yourself. You must diligently practice discipline. You must practice diligently, without greed, without anger, without ignorance. In the depths of mystery, do not develop a sense of self. In favorable circumstances, have a joyful heart. Always maintain a pure and equal mind. Feel more compassion. This is about the wholesome roots of emotions, as the Buddha told us. Bodhisattvas, wholesome roots. There is only one. Diligence. But you must remember, for bodhisattvas, the wholesome roots of the world are complete. Their diligence is in the path of practice. How is this diligence practiced? By cutting off afflictions diligently. Learn the Dharma, be diligent. Learning the Dharma means cutting off afflictions. Cutting off afflictions means learning the Dharma. These two are the same thing. Why is that? Afflictions obstruct your enlightenment. Why doesn't learning the Dharma lead to enlightenment? Because there are afflictions. Once afflictions are cut off, enlightenment opens up. So learning the Dharma helps cut off afflictions, and cutting off afflictions helps with enlightenment. These two methods complement each other. One must be diligent. The Bodhisattva's good roots lie solely in diligence. We need understand this principle. Then, carefully observe in the sutras and treatises how the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas practice. In this sutra, everyone take a look. How does the monk Dharmakara practice? This is for us the best example. Learn from Buddha. If we have the affinity, we can learn from Amitabha Buddha. You say, how glorious this is. Amitabha Buddha is the most revered among the light, the king among Buddhas. How do we learn from him? Look at how he practiced in the Infinite Life Sutra. By practicing according to his method, we are emulating him, learning from him. He has set a good example for us. The next line is about not abandoning the Bodhisattva's work of offering. Night 14 night. What is the Bodhisattva's work? I believe everyone knows this. Buddhas, wisdom, life-spreading Dharma benefit living beings. This is Bodhisattva's work. The Tathagata's assumed work. Today, we have shaved our heads and donned these robes. We are disciples of Tathagata. We must carry on the Tathagata's legacy. We need to expand and glorify the Tathagata's legacy. This is our duty. It is our mission. The Tathagata's work, helping all sentient beings to become Buddhas. This is the Tathagata's complete work. Think about it all. If we want to help all sentient beings to create blessings, we must first serve. If you can't become a Buddha yourself, how can you help others become Buddhas? So how do you become a Buddha yourself? The first step is to make a vow, sihung. The sihung incident must be implemented. It's not just reciting it once, in the morning and evening. It must be implemented. Every thought about liberating sentient beings. You